Matt with LFD Research, and today we have some of this brand new CCI Quiet Semi Auto, and so we decided we're going to give it the long test. Now right here on the box it does say you need to have 16 to 24 inch barrels. Well, we've got a whole mishmash here from a Browning SA-22 to a Marlin 795, a Savage Mark II bolt action, so it'll obviously run here, Marlin 60, standard Ruger 1022 takedown, AR-15 with 22, but this is a dedicated upper, so it's all manufactured to work with 22, not a conversion kit. Then we've got a 2245 Mark III, SR-22, and a Taurus TX-22. We're going to try running all of these, and of course, we've got this nice little suppressor here. So we'll try that on the pistols if they don't run just standard. So let's give it a start. Now of course this is going to be probably louder than the standard CCI Quiet, but still should be good enough to get your gun. Let's see. That's kind of loud.
Yeah. It's not quite loud enough to trip my electronic ears standing over here.
Yeah, I pulled out one ear, and yeah, that sounds like a 22. That sounds like a loud 22, not like the CCI Quiets we're used to. But it's also running the darn gun. And I think they have literally changed this since the gun was initially developed, because when they were showing off at shop, they had different weight. Hello. This did not cycle. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's definitely got a crack to it. Let's see what it does through the bolt action so we don't have any cycling. Now, if anybody's wondering, I've got one ear in, the one nearest the chamber, because that's probably where it's going to be the loudest. My off ear on the opposite side of the gun, I don't have a suppressor in, so I can give you my take on it. Maybe should put it on fire. Whoa. Yeah, that's definitely louder than the standard CCI Quiet. That one didn't fire. Interesting. And that one's not ejecting. So, extracting. I think the gun's a little too dirty. Let's go on to the Marlin 60. There. There we go. Maybe I should practice with this gun beforehand. Yeah. Cycled one. Enough to eject, but not to load. Well, after the first one, it started going. Let's see what the 1022 has to say. Now, this is obviously only a 16-inch barrel, but who knows? Yeah, let's see, we had one failure to feed. Yep. That ran. One failure. Though, again, we are running the absolute bottom end of the energy spectrum, but so far I'm pretty impressed. That one's good. So far it's pretty darn reliable out of these
most of them
rifles, but
I think
loud.
I think if I cleaned and lubed those, they'd probably run a little bit more reliably.
Yeah, all these are just taken off the floor.
Yep, right out of the safe, no extra maintenance, and most of them haven't been shot since last year.
Ooh, that's a lot of not firing.
Let's see.
All right.
That one does not like it.
No, it doesn't. So, though this one, this is a wholly weird gun in itself. The trigger is actually polymer on that gun. So, don't know.
So that might be too light.
It might be something else, but let's go on to the pistols and see how the pistols like it. So this is a Mark III variant of the 2245. See what she does. Well, it kicked the brass out.
Mm-hmm.
Did not load a new round. Wow.
Okay. So
That's
even though those
impressive.
are supposed to need a 16-inch barrel, they're still running.
At least in that one. I'm not looking forward to this one because it's not my gun and it's configured for somebody else's hand, so hammer bite. I swear I'm not going to do a teacupper on it.
Safety.
Mm.
And then it's DASA.
Wow. Okay, I'm actually getting really super impressed with this ammo. Because that gun ain't been cleaned in a while, we can tell that.
Oh, and we ran a lot through that with a suppressor, so
Same
it's dirty.
on this Taurus TX22.
Here, hold up. There we go.
Beautiful gun. Alright. Oh, no. Definitely not hearing safe. Definitely not hearing safe. Oh, yeah, no. But enough to cycle the gun.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it really is. You know what, let's take a second here with some of these that didn't run. We'll load them into the TX22 and we'll throw the suppressor on the end. See how that sounds. Because pretty much anything we run through this TX22 and we run it suppressed is hearing safe.
Yeah, that guy pretty much eats anything you feed him.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful darn gun.
And it's pretty inexpensive too.
I've been seeing them in the last week for like $210 after a rebate.
Oh boy.
Well, the 3 that didn't fire out of the AR fired perfectly here, and they were perfectly hearing safe.
Yeah.
That's, you didn't even get the crack, which makes me go, I think if you're going to run a suppressed pistol, this is the ammo to take. While it's technically not designed for it, it's working.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, you can see here, wasn't even planning on this, and I'm totally going back for a second hit. But honestly, the suppressor is the best way to go about this stuff. It's quiet, it's fun, and any new shooter can get on with it. Because it's quiet, they don't have to worry about the noise, and they just can have fun with the darn gun. See? We'll do 4 more, and then we'll do the Ruger SR22 again, because not everybody's picked up that Taurus yet, even though I think the Taurus is the superior of the 2 guns. I swear the hammer bite has nothing to do with it. Okay, it has everything to do with it. I hate the SR22 because it's got set up for somebody with smaller hands. I'm Mr. Beefy, and the hammer bite for me is absolutely abysmal. But I'm going to pull all my hearing protection now, and let's give her a rip. That's beautiful. Is it a lot louder than it would be if you were running it out of a rifle suppressed? Oh yeah. Is it a lot louder than the CCI Quiets? Yeah. But the CCI Quiets don't cycle the gun for the standard quiet. The semi-auto quiet, though, that we're testing right now, it's cycling the gun nice and beautifully. Now, we will have a slightly shorter barrel here on the SR22, so it won't be quite the same. But since it ran the stuff before it was suppressed, it should continue to run since it's just a standard blowback action. See what she has to say. Yeah, I likey. So I would say that's the LFD stamp of approval. Ruger, no. Well, yeah, I mean, most of you are going to shoot at Rugers probably, but the CCI Semi Auto 22 long rifle, this stuff, go out and get it. If you have a suppressor, just get it. It's quieter than your standard semi-auto ammo, and even though it says made for 16 to 24 inch barrels, we've seen right here 3 different pistols ran it. It's odd that it would have a problem with the first round, but the rest of the rounds after that it didn't have a problem with. Probably because none of these were specially prepped for this. This is just, hey, I pulled the gun out of the safe, let's go plinking. which honestly, most of us, that's what we're going to do when we pick up this ammo. It's like, hey, I want to go plinking and I don't really want to wear ears. On the rifle, you kind of almost want to wear ears unless you have a suppressor. You don't really need to. I think if you're probably out doing, say, an Appleseed shoot, this would probably be the ammo I'd go with. If you get everybody on the line shooting it, that's really the way to go, because then you don't have hearing protection needed and you can hear instructions given easily. Instead of having to have the range master shout and shout and shout and shout, they can just say, halt, cease fire, or whatever range commands in a normal tone of voice, and that's kind of the idea. Then again, if everybody had a suppress gun, we could also say the same thing. Sadly, that's not an option for all of us. Now, we're going to just do a few last rounds here. I'm going to have no ears on, see if that changes my impression of it. Yeah, this is kind of like what you shoot for a non-suppressed gun. Well, no, non-subsonic ammo out of a suppressed gun. That's kind of what this sounds like. But what we'll do is we'll cut the video for a minute, and we'll get two 10-22 takedowns set up, and we'll shoot this ammo again. One gun using standard velocity suppressed versus this thing shooting a CCI Semi Auto, and we'll see what the difference is. So now we've got a test. This is a Ruger 10-22 takedown and Ruger 10-22 takedown suppressed. He is running standard velocity CCI ammunition. I'm running CCI Semi Auto. Let's see how the sounds compare. We'll do one shot first and we'll alternate back and forth. So let's start out with standard velocity CCI suppressed. That is very nice. That's louder.
Just slightly.
Yeah. And that's how we roll. So, definitely, even standard velocity suppressed is quieter than this stuff unsuppressed.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, we were running this without doing ears.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too bad. You put it out an 18 or a 20-inch barrel, and you're not going to hear it crack.
Mm-hmm. And both of them are hearing safe, so...
This one doesn't require a $200 tax stamp and a 1-year wait to get this CCI Semi-Auto, and you're getting darn close to suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
You put it out of a suppressed gun, it's even better.
Yeah, that stuff, not hearing safe, unsuppressed.
This stuff is hearing safe unsuppressed, and honestly, running it suppressed is utterly amazing. We'll do that here for you in a second. I'll just load up a mag.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we're talking, okay, what is the standard velocity? 1066?
1070.
1070 versus 835 feet per second. We're talking 40 grains versus 45 for the semi-auto.
Yep.
And honestly, the whole idea behind that is you're putting more lead in more mass, so you're having a smaller volume, so you get higher pressures with less powder. And less powder is going to give you less gas, and less gas means you have less pop.
Yep.
So, is this quieter? Yes, but let's have you, who are downrange of the gun, see what this CCI Semi-Auto sounds like suppressed out of a 10-22 takedown. That is beautiful. I love that sound. I mean, it's not as quiet as when we're running your bolt action with the CCI Quiet suppressed, but it's still super quiet.
That is good stuff.
I love it.
I think that's what I'm going to feed everything that I want to be suppressed and needs to be semi-auto.
Honestly, I've been looking at this stuff since it was announced at SHOT 2019 and gone, I want to get this stuff. Though I think at the time they were talking 800 feet per second with a 42 grain bullet. And I think they had to step it up to more velocity and more weight just to get to reliably running all these.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of semi-autos here, and semi-auto 22s are picky.
Yeah, and we did have a few problems, but the interesting thing is, it was almost the first round that had the problem, and then the second one, once we got that in, it ran the rest of the mag without problem. Other than the AR-15-22 that's got a plastic hammer. Plastic hammer, but remember, this stuff is not supposed to be made for pistols.
They ran all those fine.
Right. Granted, it is about 90 degrees, which means
It's going to be at the upper end of the pressure, but
what we saw today here on July 13th, 2019 is it's working for us. And
it's good to go.
yeah,
And all these semis haven't been shot since last summer, so the oil was probably a little bit sticky. They haven't been cleaned, so there's a little bit of gunk in them.
yeah,
They came right out of the safe, straight into the bag and out here, and
they ran.
yeah, after they got broke loose, they heated up.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you like this content, please like the video and subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Oh boy.